Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Tori and my Instagram is No Palette Left Behind. Some of you may be coming from over there, but I just wanted to welcome you guys if you've never watched my channel before and introduce myself. I feel like I have to do that every so often because, you know, I get a couple new subscribers every so often. Not many, but a couple. Thank you guys so much for clicking on my video and watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into today's video. We are testing something out, a beautiful pink and expensive makeup palette. And if you know me, those three things describe my taste: beautiful, pink, and expensive. So by the title of this video, you probably know already what palette I wanted to test out today in today's video. But before I introduce you guys to that palette, just wanted to give a disclaimer. I do have a broken blood vessel in this eye. I'm fine, I see fine. 2 weeks ago when it was my birthday, I had a little bit too much fun and I got sick and I broke a blood vessel. So learn from my mistakes. You don't want to walk around with a bloody eye basically for 3 to 4 weeks. So just, you know your limits. But anyway, we won't dwell on that for so long, but I just wanted to quickly give that disclaimer because I know it looks a little crazy. But yeah, so now I will introduce you guys to the palette that we are trying out today. And I actually did get this palette for my birthday and it was a surprise. I was originally thinking that I was going to get the Huda Beauty Mercury in Retrograde palette, which I did get from my boyfriend, but I had no idea that he was also going to be getting me the Pat McGrath Mothership 8 palette. I'm pretty sure it's the Mothership 8, like it's the limited edition packaging. So it's pink and just gorgeous. And I've never had anything from Pat McGrath. So to start out with this beautiful palette, it's just gorgeous. So of course the outside is beautiful. It's heavy, which I do love, and that makes it feel more expensive. But then you open it up. So I only swatched a few of these shades, but the mirror, which actually, let me take the little plastic off of it. Look at how expensive that mirror is. It's like nice and beveled. As you can see, there's like, it's like a beveled mirror inside, which is like so expensive. And the mirror itself is really nice. And I actually do really enjoy it. So here's the palette. I mean, I don't even, what color is this showing up? This color in the camera looks pink. Let me see if I can try to make it look green, because when you look at it from like a different perspective, no, it's hard to show on camera, but in person, it's green. Like this color is green. And then in the camera, it's this beautiful pink color. So I don't even know how to portray that to you guys, but I wanted to do some swatches of this palette because I'm very excited to use it. And then I was going to do a look using the palette. So first thing I am actually going to do is I'm going to create a look using the palette, and then I'll do some swatches, and then I'll wrap it up and give my final thoughts. So I'm already primed and ready to go. I also did the rest of my makeup off camera. Okay, so I know this is a mess, but I'm just now realizing I didn't tell you guys what I wore on my face today. And I wanted to start doing that in my videos, even if I didn't try it out on camera. So for my primer, I tried out the Marshmallow Primer, and I will be updating my Instagram about this. I probably already have. I like it so far. It's not like revolutionary like people say it is, but I do like it. I haven't noticed that it fills in the pores. I have noticed it is slightly hydrating, and I do like the texture, but I will have to keep using it to see if I really do like it. But it's not offensive. It's not that I don't like it, it's just not as life-changing as people are saying. And then for my foundation, I used the NYX Born to Glow foundation in the shade Vanilla. I really do like this. It reminds me a lot of the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, just a little bit dewier, but I like the Fresh Wear packaging better, but I like this formula slightly better just because it is a little bit more dewy, but honestly it's not as glowy as I thought it would be since the name is Born to Glow. Love this. Next for concealer, I used this concealer on my right eye, which is the Tarte Hydro Sealer, and then I used this concealer on my left eye, and it is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the Satin Finish Dewy one. This is only the second time I've used this, and I think this covers more than this one, and I do really like this. I won't buy the full size of this, even though I do like it, just because it's not as dewy as I like, and I honestly like the Tarte Creaseless better, so I definitely do like this. I want to keep using it, and yeah, that's what I used as concealer. Okay, next I used this set my under eyes, and then I used this to clean up my contour. It is the Fit Me Loose powder in the shade 10. Oh, and I also used this under my foundation and concealer. It's the Becca color correcting, the under eye color corrector in the shade light to medium. I bought this literally when I heard Becca was going out of business because I wanted to try it so bad. And so far it hasn't been life changing, but I'm like, watch me start to really love it and then I can't, and then I use it up and can't ever buy it again. Anyway, next I used this to set all over my face. It is my MAC Fix powder. I'm trying to use this up by the end of the year, and if I don't use it up, I'm decluttering it, so I use this all the time. Okay, next for brows, I used this NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I have been really loving this. Focus maybe? No? Okay, well, it doesn't want to focus on this, but I use this on my brows, and then I use this to fill in my bald spots on my brows. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder in the shade Ash Brown. Then I use this e.l.f. brow gel. It's not my favorite, but it works, so. And then I use the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Joy. And then I use the P. Louise eyeshadow base for my eyeshadow base. I used the Fenty Cream Bronzer in the shade Butter Biscuit. And then I used this 3 Steps to Sculpt NYX palette, but I only used the contour shade to contour. And then I used this Soph X by Makeup Revolution highlighter palette. And then to top it all off, I used the Make It Last by Maybelline 16-hour setting spray. So now we're just gonna dive right into the shadows. So it's 10:18 on a Thursday night. I'm not going anywhere, so we can get a little fun with it, which I think we should. There's only 2 mattes in the palette, so I might need help from a different palette, but you know what? The thing is, with expensive palettes like these, this is, chances are, you're a makeup collector, this is not your only palette. When expensive palettes like this have only 2 mattes or no mattes at all, or whatever the case is, I don't really get too mad at it because this is a specialty collector's palette, and I have so many other palettes that I just use for so many other practical palettes in my collection that something with only shimmers doesn't really bother me. There's a pandemic happening, I'm not traveling anywhere anyway, so you know, it's not like I have to carry multiple palettes with me when I go places because I'm not going places. So and I would never travel with this palette just because it's so nice and I wouldn't want to break it. But all that being said, it doesn't bother me that there's only 2 mattes because this isn't meant to be an everyday grab and go palette, you know? This is something that you want to display and have pretty in your house. That's just those are my thoughts on the lack of mattes, but I think I can make it work. I'm gonna go in with this shade in my crease. There's no names on the palettes and there's no name on the back. So I'm gonna go in with this little matte shade right here. It's like a peachy color. And I'm going to take my Wet n Wild's blending brush. I actually love this blending brush. It's always funny, like this was $1 and I'm using it on like a very expensive palette. I actually don't know how much it was. I don't want to look it up now that I have it as a gift because, you know what, that's disrespectful to like look up how much your gift was. So let's go in. Wow. I didn't really expect this color to show up, but it has. I'm really digging my face makeup today. I wasn't really trying to go for anything fancy or special, but wow, that's nice and pigmented. How do you guys do your makeup? I do one step on one eye, the next step on the other eye. I don't really finish the entire eye. I mean, unless I'm gonna do like an extravagant look, then I'll try it out on one eye so that if I don't like it, I can just start over on that one eye and not have to do it over on both. But then again, not really going anywhere to do an extravagant look, so. Next we're gonna go in with this deep purpley burgundy color. As for fallout, you know, there's not a ton. It's the normal amount of fallout that you would get. I don't know if you can see that. It's not that bad, so just gonna dust it off. And I'm gonna go in my corner, my outer V. Ooh, that's a pretty color. It's also very pigmented. I usually do my eyeshadow first, and then I do my face makeup, but since I was filming a video, I was like, let me do my face makeup first, so I'm not coming on looking like a mess. I feel like I look so bad in all of my videos. So I'm coming to the realization, like, maybe I should put my best foot forward and not look like a train wreck in every video, you know? That's pretty. Okay. Alright, so there we go. And I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other side. What other videos would you like to see from me? I know I ask that in every sit down video, but I don't know. I like, you know, hearing feedback from you guys. I mean, the same two people comment on my videos, and it's my mom and my friend Hope. So, hey Hope. But I don't know, if you like are like watching this video and you're like, you know what, I would really want you to do this. My channel hasn't grown. I think I have like 30 subscribers. And like, that's fine. Like, I don't care about how many subscribers I have. I'm doing this for fun. I have like you can tell, I feel, when I'm just going back in with the crease color and just blending it all in together. I feel like you can tell when someone creates a YouTube channel to like do as their job, because I don't know, I just feel like you can really tell when someone's like trying to be brand friendly, or like trying to like get sponsored, or like get noticed, or like get followers. Like, there's like a certain tactic that I feel like you can really pick up on, of like, okay, this person wants to quit their job and do YouTube full time. Like, I mean, don't we all? But I just like, I don't know, I do this for fun. I do this because I like it, but at the same time I do have a full-time job, and this is strictly for my own entertainment. Okay, so I turned the brightness down a little bit. Hopefully that's like a tiny bit better. But what color should we go? I have to use this one. I mean, it looks like bright pink in the viewfinder, but it's literally green in real life. Like, literally green. I don't know, but I also really like this pink. There's so many looks you could do with this. I mean, then there's this gorgeous like champagne-y topper, and this like goldy green. I just don't know, like in the camera this looks so pink. I don't know if it's gonna show up green or something on my eyes. I'm gonna go all over the lid with this pinky metallic shade. Put this in the middle as like a pop of color. So if it turns out green, it's still complimentary, and if it's pink, it's just an extra pop of pink in the middle of the lid. I always go in with my fingers, because this is the most effective way, you know? I just, every brush I try is just not the same. So I'm gonna do swatches, but this is the color I'm going in with. It's one swipe. It's so pretty. It's like a Barbie pink. By the way, I'm going on a mascara break along with a drinking break, but that's unrelated. I mean, it's related to the blood vessel in my eye, but it's unrelated to this video. Ooh, look how pretty that is. The reason for that is I just feel like my eyelashes are like getting bald spots in them, and I think it's because when I put my when I take my mascara off at night, I like rub my eyelashes, and like my eyelashes come out because I think I rubbed them too harshly. So I'm like, you know what, let me just give my eyelashes a break, let them grow back in time for summer, because I will be vaccinated by summer. Actually, I have my first vaccination appointment on Monday. It is now Thursday night, so I'm so close to getting my first vaccination. And then I'll get it again on Monday. I mean, and then I'll get it again a month from now, so. But look how this look turned out. That is so pretty. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the, is it a duochrome or like a trio-chrome? I don't know. It's this one that's pink, but green on my, you know what it looks like? This pink color looks like this color in person. It does not look pink at all. I mean, in the shadow it looks pink. Like, maybe is this better? I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and put this in the center. It's so smooth to touch. Ready? Oh, wow. It's literally like, it looks green in person. I don't get it. And it's, oh, you can see it. You can see it. See that hint of green? See how there's green? Oh yeah, you can see the green reflect. It looks just green in person. Okay, here we go. I think it's gonna go on green. What? It goes on pink. I'm so confused. Is anyone else like having trouble comprehending? This is so pretty. And I'm just gonna like blend the edges with my ring finger, my clean ring finger. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with this blender and go in with that peachy shade. And I just went too far up in my crease with the metallic-y shade, and I just wanna like blend it back together. Now let's go do that on the other side. So I'm gonna take my finger again. So pretty. And I'm just gonna, it's like this very vibrant pink on my eyelids. Okay, my camera stopped recording. I don't know when it did, but I put the other color in the middle of my eyelid, and then I started to blend it out with my finger. Okay, that looks so pretty. I'm gonna go back in with the blending brush, go in with that peach shade, and blend that all together again, just to make sure I didn't go too far above. But like, wow, this is gorgeous. This is so pretty. So pretty. I'm like losing focus. I'm going with this sparkly shade and put this in my inner corner just for a little bit of glitz because I want to use as many colors as I can. Oh, that's pretty. It complements my bloody eye. See that little shine? I'm using a ring light, obviously, and I have my camera in the middle of it, not realizing that these ring lights are made for viewfinders that flip up. Mine flips to the side, so I can only see like half of my face. Like there's a whole portion that I can't even see. So if I'm like looking to the side, that's why. That's the one thing, like having a viewfinder up top definitely was the preference, but overall I just liked my Sony Sony ZV-1 like way better, like the specs and everything, the price. Like everyone was just saying it was more reliable than Canon. So this is the final eye look. Let me turn it down a little bit. Oh yeah, this is the final eye look. So like I said, I don't do my eyeliner, I don't do my mascara anymore, but I am going to pop on some falsies really fast. They might be completely off my eye. They might not be put on that well, but I'm putting on falsies using magnetic lashes lately instead of using mascara. So that's what I'm going to be doing just so that I can give myself some life. These shadows are amazing, but I'll give you guys my final thoughts at the end. But I'm just going to pop off and put my lashes on and then put a lip on. And then I'll be right back to do swatches and talk about my final thoughts. So I'm back. I'm sorry if my lashes look crazy. I don't go out in public like this, I promise. These are my Kiss lashes in the style Tantalize. They're the magnetic ones, so I put on the magnetic liner and then I popped these on. So the thing about these is there's 5 magnets on them, so if you cut them to fit your eye, chances are you're going to cut them somewhere where there's not a magnet, and that's what I did. So at the end of both of these, there's not a magnet. Like, how do I explain this? There's a magnet at the very end. I cut it past the magnet where it's just a regular band, and the regular band isn't going to stick to eyeliner. It needs to be the magnet part. So the ends of these kind of stick up, which is why I'm hoping it doesn't look too crazy in this video, but this is what they look like. I do like the lashes themselves. You just really need to keep that in mind when you're wearing your false lashes. And then I used a lip liner on the lips in the shade Cans. This is the NYX Suede Lip Pencil in the shade Cans. And then I used the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. Now that you know what I'm wearing on my lips and my eyes, let's jump into the swatches. So you're gonna have to ignore my nails. I'm thinking I'm gonna start here and then we'll just go back and forth like that because I wanna save the best for last. So we're gonna go in with this gold shade. Ooh, that was very smooth. So this is what it looks up close up. It's like a very light champagne-y gold. Yeah, that's basically what it is. So that's first swatch. I'm gonna do it again. It's not super vibrant. I honestly have more vibrant champagne-y golds. And this does feel a little bit powdery if I'm being honest, but it's still very pretty. And then we're gonna go in with this purpley maroon shade that I used in my outer V and in my crease. Okay, yeah, that's what I expected. It's very soft, not a ton of fallout. It's more pigmented on the brush. For some reason, it's not swatching super pigmented. I promise it is. Here's the peachy shade that I used in my crease. It's a lot darker than it looks in the pan. Just do it again. Honestly, it was fine after one swatch, but just figured I would do 2 because I did multiples for all the rest. Let's go in and do this shade. Ooh, that's very soft. I haven't even touched this shade yet. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a brown metallic-y color. That's pretty. Kind of reminds me of a color I have in the Lunar Eclipse. Oh my gosh. That's so pretty. I hope you can see how pretty that is in person. There's like glimmers in it. And then here is this dark purple shade. I actually dropped concealer on this, like a dot of concealer in that shade. So I'm hoping that it doesn't affect how it looks. But here we go. Oh, that's really, wow, that's really pretty. I have colors like this, but I don't have colors like this vibrant or like smooth. That went on like butter. Next up, we're gonna go in with this pinky Barbie shade. I actually used this on my lid. Yeah, that's super pink and Barbie. Ooh. That's just one swatch. My swatches are going on very slanted. You'll have to excuse me. Every time I swatch and like take things off of my fingers, I know like all the beauty gurus do this, but like it makes me really think of Tati because Tati used to swatch everything. Where are you, Tati? We miss you. So we're on to the final four. And I'm very excited to swatch them. So first things first. We're gonna go in with this orangey gold color. Ooh, that's nice and soft too. Honestly, if this was just a quad, I would buy that by itself. Ooh. That's like a fiery orange. I like that. I didn't expect, I don't know why, like it doesn't look as orange in the pan. No, but that is a fiery orange, except especially next to the pink, you can really tell. Oh yeah, and this is it up close. It's kind of hard to see because I have the brightness up, but... Alright, so now we're on to this color that looks bright pink, but is actually green. So I'm gonna swatch that. I mean, this literally feels like butter. Like, what? Okay. This is no joke. It's literally green. It's literally, I'm looking at it, it's green. Straight on, it's pink. But then from the side, it's green. And then from, like, way over here, it's pink. I just confused. Like, I know what a duochrome is, but this one's, like, tripping me out. Is this, like, a triochrome? I don't even know. But, like, look at my finger. Like, on camera, it looks so pink. It is green. It is green in person. Someone explain it to me. I'm so confused. I'm gonna go into this, like, greeny, sparkly, goldy shade. Again. Butter. Not as butter as that like crazy pinky green color, but here we go. It's like a nice, what's that shade? Like citron. Oh yeah, just gorgeous. This reminds me of the orange, except a little bit more goldy. Wow, look at these swatches. They're so pretty. Lastly, we're gonna go in with this champagne-y goldy topper, which is just super pretty. Super, super glamorous. And it just reminds me a lot of, I think it's like diamond or something in the So Jaded palette. Yeah, it's just like a really pretty shimmery topper. But oh my gosh, look how pretty my fingers look right now. Good long look at the swatches. Honestly, they should have sold this with like a cloth to clean the outside. Like the minute I touched it, it had so many fingerprints on it, but I guess. Here are the swatches one more time. Let me shut the light off, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like with the flash. But here are the shades using my flashlight. Like, look how pretty and glittery and gorgeous. Anyway, I just wanted to wrap it up with my thoughts on the palette. Obviously, I love it. I love the packaging. I love the inside. I love the color scheme. I don't really know what I would change about this palette. There's some beautiful pinks and golds here. And like I said before, I don't mind that there's only 2 mattes because honestly, the mattes can go with all of these colors, which I do appreciate. So I'm not gonna go ahead and say that I wish there were more mattes, honestly. I wish that maybe there was only one of these shades. A really similar one swatched these 2 shades. So maybe I wish one of them was like a pop of something that was kind of like out of the ordinary, maybe like a real purple or like a bright white or like a blue, something like pop. But I understand that like the pop of this palette and the focus of it is this triochrome, duochrome, whatever crazy color. So I understand, but you know, if I were to change anything, I would get rid of one of those shades and replace it with something a little different. I know that these palettes are expensive, but I also know that they're so worth it. I'm so excited to do other eye looks with this palette. If you want to see my other eye looks using this palette or all of my other palettes, you can follow me on my makeup Instagram, which I believe right here. It's at No Palette Left Behind. Thank you guys for watching.